I'm John Kane, Chairman and CEO of the Scot Forge Company.
Hi, I'm Jim Merkel. I'm our Executive Director of Sales and Marketing at Scot Forge. I'm also a divisional president at one of our joint ventures. Scot Forge is a 120-year-old industrial manufacturer, 550 employees. We manufacture metal components for some of the most demanding applications around the world, for submarines, for aircraft carriers, to space. Every space launch that's gone up in the last 5 years has had one of our products. And in addition to that, we do a variety of smaller customers that roll up to a tier one, like a Caterpillar or other industrial OEMs.
We've seen so many design engineers limit themselves by what they traditionally feel forging companies can provide, that we really see ourselves as being in the business of allowing design engineers to let their imaginations go and then really use our metal shaping skills, our technology, and our understanding of mechanical properties for the actual final outcome to be something that then allows them to truly differentiate their product, that we're just an extension of their business to be able to execute on that.
We treated everyone the same. So we had one size fits all, and we gave everyone great service. And the differentiation from selling to NASA or the Jet Propulsion Lab to selling to Bob's Machine Shop was about the same margin. We go in at the same type of profitability. So we needed a better way to manage our business and really understand the value we bring to each one of those segments of our business.
Because of our unique capabilities, it was a challenge for us to have our customers, particularly people in the procurement ranks, to really understand the value we bring to justify the cost of what it takes to bring our inputs in that elevate their outputs. So after years of trying to give them the short and simple narratives of how they should kind of perceive our value prop, we found by actually implementing a really very good methodology around value discovery and building relationships more broad-based within the client to really understand all in, how does our company actually serve them better and elevate the value of that relationship.
We were profitable. We were very successful in that classic paradigm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that was a challenge. And then secondly, I think the other challenge was getting in front of customers and not trying to sell anything, but trying to truly understand their value and breaking that paradigm. And
I would say the biggest obstacles would really be the temptation of buyers and sellers to commoditize their vocations, where they don't bring anything of strategic importance to the table to talk about. So therefore it kind of defaults into a commodity unit price discussion. So if you don't bring something different, then price becomes the conversation. Since so many people have been ingrained with that being usually the one and only agenda item, the hardest thing has been to change the mindset internally first and then change the mindset of the buyer.
The results have been better profitability, new areas of service, new arenas we're servicing today that we didn't have before. We were able to understand true customer needs. When we went and saw them and understanding what their true need was, we resegmented our business and tailored to what we'd offer with our people, the way we were structured, the team they were dealing with. We were able to grow our business more significantly and faster with having the right team aligned with customer needs. On the other end of the spectrum, we had a whole lot of customers that were smaller customers, a couple thousand of them, that used us for different resources. And we offered a different type of solution to them. That's been our fastest growing segment and one of our most profitable. We just had to figure out a way to manage them differently.
One of the more telling things you could observe was some of the most ardent, old school procurement folks who only made the conversation about price. After we've executed this process a handful of times with them, they now have become our biggest advocate. It has elevated the buyer to be seen as far more capable, far more strategic, and it truly elevates the whole procurement rank within our client base. So then they start to see the supply chain as strategic partners instead of a necessary evil. Don't underestimate what it takes to change the tide. These are things that have been around forever, where again, the conversation is mostly about price, and buyers are going to push it. Commercial folks are going to try to give the buyer what they want. The old adage, when it comes to people, go slow to go fast. Invest in that front end training, get some good advisors. And when you can get somebody who understands the methodology, someone who has the experience of implementing it, it has an enormous impact on people seeing the possibility of that becoming a method, and more importantly, a mindset that they can incorporate into how they bring value to their markets. It's a whole methodology that hits a whole bunch of different parts of the company. So getting that alignment up front before you start expecting a lot of change in behavior or results would be the best advice I could give.
It's a journey. It's not something you do quickly. But we had someone that's done it many times. We brought on Eric and Axios to help us. That was a big part of it. He really asked good questions to understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, why our customers are doing things. Secondly, don't assume. I mean, I think we made the mistake that we assumed what customers wanted and what was the value, but we needed to do the research. And again, that's that go slow to go fast. Take the time, do the research, understand what people need, get in front of them, bring it back, get that value prop, test it, make sure it's right, and then execute and implement, and you get much better results.